Welcome to the Dowden Podcast. I'm your host, the official CRG, and today we're going to talk about why if you're in your mid to late 20s or even early 30s and you're just constantly feeling like you're not only behind, but just falling further and further off track, then it is absolutely crucial for you to stop trying to compare your own personal life and accomplishments to everyone else around you. And instead, just really start to learn not only how to take control of where you are right now, but how to then properly take consistent action towards the life you're trying to build from here on out. But before we get started, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. That way you don't miss any weekly episodes and posts. You can find video of this episode strictly on YouTube, but the audio everywhere else. Now, when it comes to not only feeling like you're behind, but just falling further and further off track, this is something that I feel like so many of us are going through, even including myself, because not only do we just have all of social media, all of these young influencers taunting this mansion, these $1 million cars, $1 million in cash, having us not really see the reality behind it, right? And plus, on top of that, with life in general, we're constantly given just these time frames. Oh, you have to graduate college by this certain age. You have to be married. You have to retire by 70. Like all of this is unrealistic. And because we are now glorifying the majority of it, a lot of us feel like we're behind. A lot of us feel like we're stuck because that's exactly what was happening with me, having it not only destroy my own personal growth, but my progress until I not only started to learn how to take control of where I was at right now, but how to then take consistent action towards the life that I was trying to build from here on out. Because you see, back when I was around 17, 18 years old, as a lot of you already know, I was going through a whole bunch of stuff. Like I was living in the city, I had a crash out mentality, I got kicked out at 18, and through that, I was literally comparing myself to everything. Right? I failed at high school. I passed, but I didn't apply myself. I never went to college. And I was starting to realize, like, hey, I'm seeing all these people online. They're making $1 million at 20. They're trading. They're going through these courses. Like, why shouldn't I be there? People are retiring at 30, and I'm literally holding these standards to myself. And through that, it did help me change my life, but then it started to burn me out. It started to make me overthink, and it kept me stuck even more. Like I started to lose my full potential. I started to lose the progress that I was making because instead of focusing on my own process, my own journey, my own personal accomplishments, I was comparing it to everyone else, having it literally just hold me back and destroy not only my mentality, but my overall drive towards the life that I was not only trying to build, but truly trying to live. Because when it comes to not only comparing your own personal life, but your accomplishments to everyone else around you, this is something that is just genuinely not going to do anything but just keep you stuck, destroy your growth and your overall confidence. Because at the end of the day, every single one of us has our own timeline, right? If I'm going to be honest with you, 90% of us are all going through the same thing. We're all struggling with financial freedom. We all struggle with mental health. Honestly, we all struggle with stresses. We all struggle with life in general. There's just a lot of us that are good at hiding it. A lot of us can put on that mask. A lot of us can just put the confidence in front and let everything else eat at us behind. But understand that you are not alone, in comparing yourself to everyone else around you isn't going to do anything but make you worse, right? This is something I used to do all the time when I was first starting the podcast, because I would compare my numbers, my content, my views, my engagement with everyone else, even to people who have been podcasting for 10 plus years, who have built a community and have went through their own process. They learned from their own failures, and that's how they got better. And that's exactly what you have to do. So stop comparing yourself to other people and start living on your own timeline. Because at the end of the day, without that timeline, you are not ready for that goal. You cannot rush the process because that timeline teaches you. It teaches you what you need to know. It teaches you how to handle the goal, how to endure it, how to get back up, how to embrace it, how to go further with it. And by skipping it, you're missing out on the most important parts. So stop comparing yourself to others and start realizing that no matter if you're in your mid to late 20s or even early 30s, you are good where you're at. You just need to focus on yourself, your own life, and stop comparing it to everyone else around you. So, if you genuinely want to start to regain control over your life and just really start to get yourself back on track, then it is absolutely crucial for you to stop trying to compare yourself and your accomplishments to everyone else around you. Because when I sit here and tell you guys that this isn't going to do anything but keep you overthinking, keep you stuck, and destroy your overall confidence, I truly do mean it. Because as you see with me, that's exactly what had happened until I not only started to focus and take control over where I was at right now, but how to then properly take consistent action towards the life that I truly wanted to build from here on out. So, moving forward, instead of just starting every single day by comparing yourself to others, overthinking, stressing about where you need to be, go ahead and just really take a step back and start focusing on your own process and your own timeline. Like, seriously, start taking control over your own life and stop worrying about others. Stop worrying about what they have going on. Stop comparing yourself to certain people and stop feeding yourself certain information, whether that is through social media and maybe you're just scrolling and you see this constant 20-year-old popping up on your feed. You don't need that because, like I said, 9 out of 10 times, that 20-year-old isn't living the life that they're portraying. But then you compare yourself towards it, you set unrealistic time frames, and then when you don't make it, you go ahead and beat yourself up for it. Stop comparing yourself and start living on your own timeline. Start rewarding small and daily wins. Don't keep taking one giant leap and hoping it changes everything because small progress makes big rewards. Okay, every single day is a new challenge. So you need to maybe today take control of your mental health. Maybe tomorrow you need to start reading a book about what you want to achieve. Then maybe the next day you need to start taking real action towards it. Reward small wins, not big leaps. And lastly, start taking action. Stop saying you're going to do something and then never do it because not only are you letting your future self down, but you're letting your present one. Take control over these things because you are stronger than you think. You can get through whatever you want. And even though the things you see on social media might make you feel like you're behind, might make you feel like you're not accomplishing anything, I promise you are. You are okay where you are. You don't need to change anything. You just need to start focusing on the things that matter. Because when I sit here and tell you guys that you can change your life, you can live it to the fullest, and you can really start to make these things real, I truly do mean it. You just have to stop comparing your own personal life and accomplishments to everyone else around you, and instead just really start to focus on not what only is what's happening right now, but how to then take consistent action towards the life that you're truly trying to build from here on out. But with that said, today's quote is by Y.A. Salimu. He once said, "Stop comparing yourself to everyone else and just do what makes you happy. Success and happiness are very personal, and you don't need anyone else's permission to feel good about yourself." I appreciate you tuning in. You can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And this is the Dowden Podcasts.